Hi, welcome or welcome back. I wanted to get a quick collective. I had some stuff that I channeled in that I was uh, shown to share. But I also want to thank everybody. Thank you for being at my channel, for supporting me. I very much appreciate it. I absolutely love being able to come on here and do this. And I just feel like, excuse me, oh my gosh, I feel like the energy for the collective is it's changing, like it's shifting, and it's more than likely from these eclipses coming through. It's an amazing feeling. I'm enjoying the shift very much. um, just riding that wave, just excited for where it goes. I feel like a lot of y'all are too. um, I was getting this, I kept seeing sunsets, like the most beautiful sunsets. There was purple and orange and yellow and pink and red. I mean, it was just, there were so many colors, and it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. And then kept hearing, if you look for it, well, if you look for something long enough, eventually you're going to find it. And then I had an image of somebody trying to find somebody. And I was like, okay, so are people trying to, look you up, find you? And I was told, no, yourself. If you look hard enough and long enough, you're going to find yourself. And then I was like, well, what does the sunset have to do with it? And they're telling me that it is a beautiful, magnificent, glorious, breathtaking closure to who you once were, to who you're going to be. So I thought that was really amazing. I've been seeing a lot of, I'm looking up and there's the Tetris dual game up there. And I'm just seeing the rainbow of colors, and it's red, green, yellow, not red, green, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple, just like the chakras. And I got in a reading yesterday and stuff about chakras, chakras lighting up, being aligned, going through an ascension, basically. You made it to the next level in the video game. We'll put it that way. But yeah, it's an energy wave that's just, it's amazing. It feels great. It's lighter. You feel airier. Some of you might be getting downloads a lot easier, a lot clearer, a lot sooner. But an old part of you went deep. As I look down, and on the car, there's pictures of water and stuff glistening. You went deep down inside yourself. And you found, and I'm looking over to the next one, the keys. You found the key to unlocking who you really were. You looked long enough that you found yourself again. And that's amazing. That is the most amazing thing that a person could possibly do, is to finally just release and decide that, you know what, I want to know who I am again, without all this trauma, without all this projection, without all this stuff that the world has just dumped on us like a big dumpster. Landfill is what I heard. A lot of you might have been seeing a lot of vultures. I just heard that they've been eaten away at the parts of you that are dying. So that's pretty cool. You've been seeing a lot of vultures. What else do they call them? I call buzzards. That's showing you that parts of you that have died are being eaten away. That they're no longer there. There's no residue, nothing left. Eaten clean is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Indeed of that. Yeah. Full moon temple, celebration, peak, transcendent moment. Yes, this is a transcendent moment for you. You're peaking. You might work with the moon. I was seeing the sky also. You know, you might be a sky gazer, whether it's night, day, it doesn't matter. You just love watching the sky. You might get lost looking at the sky. But yeah, this is a celebration, a peak. The old parts of you, they're dead. They've been eaten away. The buzzers, the vultures, they came and picked it clean. I know it's kind of a gross analogy, but that's what they're giving me. Yeah, congratulations. Number 27, also a 9, which is very spiritual. Some of you might be a life path 9. You might be 27. You might be born on February 7th. Or you just, you know, the number doesn't even have to do anything. You might see the number 27, but it really, or the number 9, it doesn't really have anything to do with it. Doesn't mean if you're not seeing it, it's not for you. They are telling me to make sure that's made clear. Yeah. There's like a ball, a prism inside of this temple. And it's just lit up with white and light pink. You're being lit up from the inside. You know, that prism, that ball, it's inside the temple. So inside of you, you're the temple. You're being lit up inside. You're being celebrated. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, they are absolutely celebrating you right now. They're very proud of you. Very proud. Ancestors, thank you. Anything else? Fairy energy, which is funny. They had me pull the fairy deck out. Growth, expansion, and flowering. Yeah, you're expanding. Another full moon. And being lit up on the inside. You know, this fairy is sending a beam down to this flower and just lighting it up from the inside. You're going through a major expansion right now. Major expansion. You know, 17 breaks down to an 8. We have 8, 9. That's a progression. You know, you're moving up. Beautiful energy. A lot of night here. You might, like I said, you might work with the moon. You might be connected to the moon somehow. You might just like watching the moon phases. You know, you're star beings. You're from the galactic. There's just, you are surrounded by ancestors and spirit guides and identities and the angels and anything and everything that you could possibly think of that you believe in is just surrounding you. Yeah, the mountain lights, light beings, portals, and subtle energies. And look at the top of that mountain. It's just surrounded by light. Just surrounded. You are so loved, so surrounded right now. And the tree of illumination, truth, revelations, and understanding. Again, so connected, just lit up. Sacred journey, number 30. Intervision, seeker, and self-knowledge. Yeah, you went inside. You did this. You climbed this mountain. You connected to your ancestors and your spirit guides, the divine, whoever it is. Yeah, there's a face, and this is another 7. So we have 7, 8, 9 now. But at the top of this tree, there's a face. I don't know if you can see it or not. There it goes. That tree is you. You've come to truths and revelations, understanding about yourself. You've climbed that mountain. You jumped portals, timelines. You've learned how to pick up on energies. Yeah. You've been guided the whole way. I mean, this path is just lit up on this mountain down here. You can just see it going up. They lit the way for you. You're very connected. Very connected to whoever it is that you believe in and work with. Whoever it may be. You are extremely connected to them. They love you. They're very proud of you. And that's why you get to portal jump. You're transcending. You're expanding. Your growth. You're seeing truths, revelations. You know, you're starting to understand everything. The Isle of Wonders. Revelations again. Teachings and discovery. The crystal path. Mineral spirits and crystal beings. Crystalline. That could be that fairy too. Crystalline beings. I said you weren't from here. You're from the stars. You're a star child. I have a star child on here watching. You're amazing. Might be a couple. I mean, there's quite a few star children. When I say children, that doesn't mean you have to be young. I mean, it's where you're from. Again, this island is surrounded by white birds. Again, this path is lit up. You've been surrounded and guided this whole time, whether you realized it or not. I think you started to. I think after you went inside and you started to heal and expand and understand, you started noticing just how surrounded you were, how much they actually did talk to you. And you started to follow that path that they lit up for you. You found yourself with the tree of illumination, your roots, who you are as a person, where you come from. Ancestor spirit guides, is there anything else out of this deck? The collective, I almost said star child. Is there anything else out of this deck for my collective? No. All right. I already pre-shuffled these, but they want me to shuffle them again. They had me pull out the decks I was going to use. I already knew which ones. After I sat down and did my channeling and stuff, they directed me right towards which decks to use. My cat's in here. She's coming up from the window. Well, one of my cats. I am what you would consider a cat lady. I have dogs too. And I feed the squirrels. I have squirrels that I come up and feed out of my hand. Ancestors and spirit guides. You know what? Let's ask the fairies. It's their deck, and I'm looking at a fairy. Fairies, what can you tell me? Thank you for my collective. What does my collective need to know to go along? New beginnings. This fairy godmother herds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. All right, so some of you are getting ready to give birth. I'm feeling to a new you. This is going to be a whole new, completely new you. People are going to have to learn who you are all over again. You're shifting. You're shifting timelines. You've gone through that portal. You are emerging a brand new person. You're no longer who you used to be. And people are going to have to relearn you all over again. But you're coming with the green. You know, you're coming from your heart, from who you are, your essence, your soul. You've gotten out from underneath of everything that the world told you that you were. And you went deep down and you found out who you really were. And you're amazing. You're amazing. You have beautiful, beautiful energy. It's very calming, to be honest. It's very just serene. You know, you have a nice energy to be in. Whoever you are, it's very nice. All right, fairies, is there anything else out of this deck for my collective that they need to know? You just want to all jump out. We ain't doing that one. Is there anything else out of this deck? Is there anything else, thank you, out of this deck for my collective? What else do you need to know? Celebration, another celebration card. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Yeah. It's a time to celebrate. You've worked so hard. You went down so deep to climb so many mountains. I mean, not only did you go deep down in the water, but you've had to climb a lot of mountains to get back out. It's one thing to dive down, but sometimes getting back out under those depths, it can drown you. You can drown down there. Um, I'm not a doctor, but I really believe that's a lot what causes depression and anxiety is the people that go down and they can't find their ways back up. They get stuck. Um, you climb that mountain. You found your way back out. You know, like this waterfall right here. It's water and there's mountains, and you had to climb up against that current of water just gushing down on you. You climbed right up out of there, and that is something definitely to celebrate. Definitely. Because not a lot of people can do that. They get stuck. They drowned, you know. They get lost in sorrow and woe me, and no judgment here. A lot of people that make their way out, they get stuck for a while there themselves, so they know how it feels to be stuck. So this is no judgment on people that get stuck, because you know it happens to the best of them. Anybody, everybody gets stuck. It just depends on how long. You know, sometimes you can get stuck. You know, your foot might get caught in a rock and you have to fight your foot loose in order to climb a little bit further. And then there's ones where the boulders hit and they get stuck down there and they stay down a little bit longer and the oxygen starts to go. You know, it's, of course, it's just a metaphor. But you were able to climb that mountain. You were able to get back out. And that is something to definitely celebrate. You are now on the other side. You're a brand new person. You can let that hair down and go celebrate, go dance. Dancing is amazing. It's such a way to just release energy, to celebrate your ancestors, your guides. They enjoy when you go do it. You're happy. Your endorphins are going naturally. You know, it's just, dancing is such a release. You know, it gets all your chakras going and moving, and it's dancing, and people should do more of it. People don't dance enough. All right, fairies, is there anything else? Is there anything else? Thank you for my collective. You need to know. Believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the Northern Lights says you are perfect part of nature, so you are magical too. Yeah, remember where you come from. You're part of this earth. You know, from dust we came, from dust we go. You know, that might be a paraphrase. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but basically you come from dirt, you go back into dirt. Remember the magic of everything around you. Don't limit yourself. Be limitless, basically. See the magic in everything, and then the magic will come to you. The song, Do You Believe in Magic? Yeah, and she's got a crown on her head. You know, he, she, it's just energy. I'm looking at a picture. I try not to use those if I don't have to. You're very magical. Like I said, you've accomplished something that very few can tell the tale of. And not everybody gets dragged down as deep as others. And some can get dragged down really, really deep, like to the deepest part of the ocean. And I'm not going to say the word because I never pronounce it right. But the trench, you know what I'm talking about. Some can get dragged all the way down there and they can find their way back out. You know, and that's a miracle. That's magic. Do you know how few people can climb their way back out from the bottom of that trench down there? There's no light. There's no oxygen. There's no nothing. It's darkness. And people find a way through the darkness to climb their way back out, step by step. It may take them 10 years, 15, 20 years to climb their way out, but they climb out, they make it. And people that don't ever go down that far and have to climb their way back out, they'll never understand. They might have had to go, just a couple thousand feet under the water, and maybe they got stuck in a coral reef, and they thought that was traumatic and tragic. Nothing against other people's stuff they go through. Everybody goes through different things, and it's all awful, all of it. I don't care what it is. I'm not downplaying anybody's stuff, their hardships. But there are people that go, they've been through a lot more than most people could even fathom to understand. And when those people make it back out and back up, and they can breathe again, and they see the light of the day, and that could have been you emerging out of that darkness, and the sky was just lit up beautiful with the most beautiful sunset you'd ever seen, and it was miraculous and magical. That's what you have done. That's what you've done. And that is to be celebrated. Yeah. Very connected, very powerful. And you're just stepping into it. So there's so much more to come. So do not limit yourself. Be limitless. The possibilities are endless to what you can do now that you finally made it out and at the top. So, you're still going to have struggles. Don't get me wrong. You're still going to trip and fall over your own feet because you're not used to using them. A lot of times when you've been down that deep and you come back up and you try to walk again, you're celebrating the fact that you made it and you can breathe and see the light of the day, and it's beautiful and glorious. But you can sometimes trip and fall because you haven't been out walking on the land in a very long time. So it's foreign to you. It's something you have to learn all over again. And you're going to trip and you're going to fall and you're going to make mistakes and you're going to learn, but don't stop. Don't ever stop. Keep going. Because you're made for magic. You are made to show other people that it can be done, that there is hope, that there is light on the other side, that they can climb their way back out. Whether it's poverty, whether it's addiction, whether it's trauma, no matter what it is that you went through, or all of it. There's people, they've gone through all of it. There's not many life experiences they haven't. And some people, it's from a very young, early age. It wasn't just all of a sudden. This started in childhood, and it went through the teens and the 20s and the 30s, and there's not much that they haven't gone through. Lost everything, came back up, lost everything, came back up. Family trauma, other types of trauma that I'm not going to speak out loud of, abuse of whatever kind. They've had it all. Loss, death, addictions that nobody thought you'd ever come out of, and you did. You beat it all. You came out on the other end, other side, a whole new person. You won a race you didn't even know you were running, to be honest. That's what I just heard. Your ancestors are so proud of you. You have broken so many karmic cycles and lessons. Yeah. You have no idea. You magic. You're magic. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. Yeah, your wishes are going to come true. Just don't stop. That's all I keep hearing. Don't stop. You can take breaks. 2442. You could take breaks. Don't over exhaust yourself. You're just coming out. You just got to the peak of that mountain. and you can finally see the horizon, or you just came up out of the water and you can finally see the sunset. But they want you to go, they want you to do. They don't want you to stop, but don't overdo it either. Don't be hard on yourself when you trip and fall. You got this. And you're guided. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, they're all right there. They're working with you. They're guiding you. You have come to a way of understanding symbolic initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, and dharma. Yeah, good karma. You got a lot of good karma coming in. A lot of good. You've built up a lot of good karma, breaking all of those cycles, all those, that generational trauma, addictions, mindset, poverty mindset, everything that you have overcome and peaked from. You have a lot of good dharma coming in. A lot of good. This is going to be a time of rest and retreat for you. Now, like I said, that doesn't mean to stop. But things are going to feel a lot easier for you. You're not going to be as stressed out before. Your anxiety is not going to be through the roof anymore. You're going to feel more calm, more relaxed, like a new person. Like when I say people are going to have to learn who you are all over again, I mean that. I mean, your beliefs and stuff might have changed. The way you look at the world, people, things, it's all going to be changed now. Nothing is going to be the same in a good way. In a good way. But there are going to be people, they're not going to understand it. They're not going to like it because you're not who you used to be. And they can't walk all over you or take advantage of you anymore. They have to look at you in a new light and give you your credit, your kudos for your achievements. And not everybody's going to want to do that. So just use discernment with who's around you, because some people, when they see that you've changed, they're not everybody's going to be happy because it's not going to benefit them anymore. So I just heard, be careful with who you have around you. You know, I'm hearing your music taste is going to change. The people you hang around, your work environments, you know, everything around you is going to be changing. You got a lot of good karma. You got good dharma. You got dharma coming in. You've opened up your heart. You know, you probably walked around with your heart closed from all the stuff that's happened to you for a very long time. And it took you a long time to be able to open that back up and trust again, not only in other people, but yourself. You know, trusting in yourself can be really, really hard, especially when you've had so much on you, projections and limitations and just nasty people. People never being proud of you, never, you know, complimenting you, never giving you anything that you yeah. You were around people that just did not fill your cup. You had to learn how to fill your own. Light your own self up from the inside. You're a warrior. You are definitely a spiritual warrior for your ancestors. You've taken your whole lineage into a whole new timeline. You're portal jumping without even maybe realizing you're portal jumping. And these eclipses are going to be massive for you. Absolutely massive. Yeah. A whole new world from Aladdin just started playing in my head. I am not singing that song. I love that song, but nobody wants to hear me sing that. Ancestors, spirit guides, star beings. Yeah. All right, star beings. What else do you have for my collective? What else does Thank You and my collective need to know? Heart source. Yeah. All-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance and serenity. That's what I was just talking about. Your heart has opened up. It's just a big burst now of white light. You have unlocked with that key your heart chakra. Yeah. You've done some massive work. Now you're ready to give that love. You have filled yourself with so much self-love that you are now overflowing. 3003. You might be seeing a lot of mirroring numbers. You can now fill other people's cups up. Like it's not even a big deal. You might walk around just doing compliments now, giving love to people, but although being discerning with who you give it to. I also think that you have a habit of finding those who are lost, and to being a light. You know, I'm getting that with this, that it's like lighting the path, it's lighting the way, like a big spotlight, like a guiding light. Yes, I did a reading about this the other day. A guiding light. You are now becoming a guiding light for others who are going through what you went through, to help bring them out of the depths, out of the dark, into the light. That's amazing. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Absolutely stunning. You're now a guiding light. And it's all because you did the work. You went inside, you healed yourself of everything. You opened your heart back up. You gave forgiveness, even to those who probably did not deserve it. But you did it for you. And I know people, they say things about that, of why would I forgive so-and-so, you know, for what they did to me. And sometimes they do some horrific things to you. But you don't do it for them. You don't. You don't have to ever speak to that person again. You could have nothing to do with them. But that hate, that disgust, it weighs, it eats at you. It doesn't do anything to them. I mean, yeah, they might get a little bit of smack around from the universe for it, but I guarantee when you release that and you no longer care, that's usually when, I don't even know if I should say that. I was gonna say that's usually when the real karma hits them. Instead of little flicks or little smacks from the universe, you finally cut that cord and you finally don't care, and you forgive and you release and let it out however you need to let it out safely. You know, I don't go deep diving into drugs or anything, or alcohol, but however you release it out, go to a smash room. Yeah, go to a smash room. Go break some crap up. But it's a healthy release. It's in a controlled environment. You're going there for that purpose. You know, it's not like smashing your house up. You're going somewhere where it's meant for you to do that. It's controlled. And release it and let it go. Cry as you're doing it. Release everything that's inside of you. Just let it out. Let it flow. And then forgive. Forgive. You take 2 little birthday candles, you know, the color that you want. I like to do black, or you can do white. White works for anything. Take some string, sewing string. Almost everybody has sewing string. Take 2 birthday candles. Almost everybody has those. Tie a string to it. Light them both at the same time and burn the cords. Ask Archangel Michael to cut the cords and be done with it completely. You'll be surprised how much better you feel, and you don't really care anymore. That's the most amazing thing. Do you know how amazing it feels to finally be able to release something and not care? Like it don't even bother you no more. It's like, it's amazing. It's so freeing. I don't even know why I just went on that tangent. Oh, the heart chakra. I must have been channeling, because I don't even remember where the hell I was. Excuse my language. I just completely just went poof. Yeah. Y'all are getting ready to go through a point of recharging, learning to trust in the process, getting your footing underneath of you. Like I said, if you trip and fall a little bit, it's normal. Just regain your balance. Don't stop. You know, get back up. Keep going. crap happens. We all make mistakes. We all trip and fall sometimes. It's a process of learning. But you're doing an amazing job. And your heart chakra is just, it's so expansive right now. Be very careful, because you're gonna draw a lot of not so amazing people to you also. So use discernment. You'll have to learn who's worthy and who's not. You know, that discernment can be hard after coming back up, but you will learn it. Don't be hard on yourself if somebody comes in that's not really meant to be there. You have to learn the hard way. You'll catch it sooner and sooner, quicker and quicker each time. Pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities. Pay attention, the energy. Pay attention to the energy of the people that are coming around you. Some people are good at masking and hiding, but they can't for long. And you'll start learning it. You'll get quicker and quicker at it. So just be patient with yourself. But you are severely connected. You know, you might be seeing falcons, hawks. The Merkaba is very significant with you. Circles also, you know, a lot of circles. So this might be something that's been going around and around and around for a while now. I also heard that, you know, your lineage and stuff, this is something that's been going around in your lineage for a long time. Everything comes back around, good and bad. The circles are just, they have a lot to do with you. There's a lot of circles. All right, ancestors, spirit guides, is there anything else that my collective needs to know before I close this out? 36:30. Anything else my collective needs to know? Is there anything else that my collective needs to know before I close this out? Thoth, light codes, light initiation, great teacher, awakening, and divine magic. Yeah, there's that magic again. You might be connected to ancient Egypt also. You might work with Thoth or Isis or Osiris, Ra, any of them. Yeah, with the falcon right here too. You might work with ancient Egyptian deities. Just know they are with you. They are working with you. Yeah. You're going to be a great teacher. You're going to be awakening others. You're an awakener. You're meant to awaken others' lost souls. I'm looking at her and I see dark empath, and I always thought that was a bad thing at first, to be honest, when I first heard it. Somebody once told me I was a dark empath, and I'm like, I am not. You know, I had no idea what it was. It just didn't sound very good to me. And then I didn't hear it for a while, and then I actually heard it off of another tarot reader. The way that she explained it, you know, it made a little bit more sense and stuff. So thank you for that. The Driotic Priestess. She's an amazing reader. I love her. But the way that she explained it, it made it a little bit more sense to me and stuff, that, you know, a dark empath is somebody that can work with people who they can see the shadows, they can see the darkness in people. Also, they come from the darkness, so they understand it. I'm paraphrasing. It's not exactly how she put it, but I'm hearing that. So some of you might be a dark empath. Look it up, get a better meaning of it, a better understanding. Don't just go to one source. Go to several sources, and then put everything that's cohesive together. Do your own research on stuff, always. And don't go by just one person, you know. That one person might not be as knowledgeable as they think they are. Not yet anyway. And that's, you know, fine. But you don't want to be misled. So I'm being told to tell you that. You know, do your research. Go to different people, not just one. But if you keep hearing the same things over and over and over and over and over again, that's the stuff you go with. Especially even with readings, like when you go to different readings with different readers, if you keep hearing the same message over and over and over again from each reader, well, there's a message for you there. Once you pick up on it, you won't hear that anymore. You'll start hearing something new. So, all right, well, I'm going to leave this here because my thing is about full and it's going to kick off in here in a few minutes. I'm watching the clock, the timer. Strength and security, laying foundations. Yeah, you're going to be laying foundations. You're going through a whole new level. And these circles could be portals also, you know, portals that you're jumping through. Stay connected, stay grounded. Your feet are firmly on the ground now. You may trip some and you may fall, but your guides are right there. Your deities, your the divine, whoever you believe in, whoever, it does not matter. All you put who you need where it goes. They're there. They're watching over you. The fairies are definitely with you. Unicorns, I just heard. Dragons, mystical, tree nymphs. Some of you have a siren effect to you. Whether you try to or not, it's just naturally part of who you are. I don't think some of you even like it, to be honest. But it's part of you. So accept it. Learn to love it. Use it. Work with it. It's a gift. Not everybody has that siren energy. And somebody here does, and they don't like it. But it's a good quality. It's something that you can use. And you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. All right, well, this is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helped somebody. I thank you guys so much for being here with me and listening. And you're amazing. You're a guiding light. You're magic. Don't ever forget that. All right, you are magic. All of you. Even if this reading's not for you, you're magic. It's magic that you're here. It's a miracle that you're here. That everything that goes on around you, it's all magic. All of it. All right? Well, I hope this helps. I thank you. I love you guys. And I hope to see you back next time. Bye.